What we know right now is that none of this is going to be official until Congress votes ultimately, and no clear timeline for that to happen. But we are getting some new details on the agreement between the U.S. and Mexico. This given to us by the U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer just a few minutes ago. Let me tick off some of the most important points, starting with the timeline for this deal. We're told that there's no sunset provision in this deal. That was a key negotiating point, but it'll last 16 years, and then every 6 years there's going to be a review period in which all parties can raise their concerns and say we're going to get out of this deal in 10 more years if we don't fix these concerns. So it gives it a process for updating throughout the period of time that the deal is in force. It's got to be approved by Congress, as we said. The steel and aluminum tariffs that are in place are going to remain because the Section 232 tariffs are not addressed in this agreement. Also, on the autos side, there are new rules of origin here in terms of the parts that go into making an automobile. 75% of the car contents must come from the region, that is the region in which the deal is being done. That's up from 62.5% in the original NAFTA deal. A certain amount of the labor producing the cars must earn $16 an hour, and a certain amount of the steel and aluminum in those vehicles must come from North America. Now, the big question here is, what about the Canadians? Well, the president addressed that in the Oval Office a short time ago. Here's what he said.
We'll give them a chance to probably have a separate deal. We could have a separate deal, or we could put it into this deal. I like to call this deal the United States-Mexico Trade Agreement. I think it's an elegant name. I think NAFTA has a lot of bad connotations for the United States because it was a ripoff. It was a deal that was a horrible deal for our country. And I think it's got a lot of bad connotations to a lot of people.
So the president there saying he wants a new deal and a new name for that deal. We saw a warm phone call there between the president of Mexico and the president of the United States. They talked about hugs, tequila toasts, and the president even resembled a lot of the rest of us when he tried to begin that conference call on the phone, having a little bit of trouble getting the president of Mexico on the line there at the beginning. But they got it all worked out, guys.